So now I'm gonna talk about a problem called generate parentheses. If you wanna know the best way to get into a big tech company, the best book, the best problems, which books not to use to not waste time, take a look at the description, you get your free videos. So without further ado, let's take a look at our problem, generate parentheses. So basically we're giving a number of parentheses we want well-formed parentheses. So if you don't know what well-formed parentheses is, it's basically when the number of opening parentheses matches the number of closing parentheses. So this is with 3 parentheses. These are all the options that are available. So if you observe for every opening, we have always an equal or smaller number of closing. For example, here we have opening, closing, opening, opening, 1 closing, 2 closing. So we never have more closing than opening. If we change close here by n, we're actually gonna get all the parentheses that we can possibly get. So you guys will see the answer. But then it doesn't form the well-formedness principle. For example, number 6 here, you see that at this point, we have more closing. We have 2 opening and 3 closing, so that's not well-formed just by changing this line here. So the if statement here has if close less than open, and then we get our well-formed principle, which is what this problem wants us to do. So that's it. So generate parentheses. So all right, so let's see how we can do that. So let me put a breakpoint here, and you guys will see. So we have 2 variables, open and close. And as always, we follow the template where we have an answer temporary variable. Now, if the length of, so n is the number of parentheses we want, but also the base case is 2 times n, because n is the number of opening, but we also need the closing. So when the length of temp equals 2 times n, we append to our answer. While open less than n, so right now open is 0, so we're gonna append opening parentheses and increment open. So now we're gonna append again and increment open, append again. And now open equals n. So now we're gonna start inserting the closing parentheses. So if we now put here, it's gonna put 1, it's gonna append, and it's gonna append, and finally, we're gonna append that to the answer. If we put a breakpoint here, it's gonna backtrack and create all the other possible well-formed opening and closing parentheses. So the GitHub for this problem is available on my GitHub, which is on the description. I really recommend playing with the code. So that's the best way to actually learn. More than like watching me, just put some breakpoints and start playing with the input, see how the recursion works by yourself, and then try on your own. So hope to see you guys in the next problems.